Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be in the bathroom. I just wanted to show you some of the plants that are growing in the bathroom. This is a north-facing window, doesn't get a ton of light, and it does have a frosting on it, as you can see, but it is a nice large window. So far I don't have any supplemental light in here besides the lights that turn on when we're in here, and it's fairly frequent I would say. And yeah, other than that, the plants are just growing away. Many of these are new. This one here, the Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, that has been in here since, I think last fall. I put it in there, and it wasn't doing very much. As you can see, there's like a divide there. I think that's because I kind of stopped watering them, because I was doing a new watering technique where you let it dry out. So I think I was keeping it a little too dry, and some of the lower leaves actually started to yellow. And then I started watering it again, and then I started to get that. So it started to grow like crazy. That's been in the last, gonna say 2 months. I've gotten those 3 leaves. So I'm starting to water it a little bit more. It's in a really chunky mix, but I thought I'd let it dry out completely. I let it go a little too far. So anyway, learning experiences when it comes to your plants, and also light levels. So if you have it in a slightly lower light level, they might need water a little less often. So just be mindful of your plants. Easy enough to say, harder to do. Learn from the cues that they tell you or they give you. And yeah, anyway, let's get to it. Let's look at some of the plants. You've seen most of them before, but maybe some of them are new. I don't know. Anyway, let's do it. So we'll start off in this corner. Pardon the echo-ness, I just closed the door. So now it's very echoey. We've got the... This is the Aglaonema corner, it seems. Oh, I forget this one's name. I did a video on it not long ago, and yeah, it's such a beautiful one. I love how you can get lost in the leaves. Oh, it's so pretty. And then recently, I think in my latest haul, I got this one, the Silver Bay. I can't wait for it to get bigger. And yeah, what is that one called? I forget. Jeez. And then this one over here is Maria, and it's really relaxed. I've had the Maria and this one for about 2 months now, maybe 2.5 months, and the Silver Bay is just a few weeks old. And then I got the Syngoniums. I've got one on the other side as well. These are really new, and there we go with the other Syngonium, and then another Aglaonema there. Not sure what variety that one is, but I love it. It's just so perfect. We got one not so great leaf, but I think that came like that. I might just remove it. The other leaves are looking just fine. I'm waiting for the leaves to curl a little bit before I water, but that is not because of not enough water. That, after I watered it, it stayed curled, so I think I just might remove it. And then we've got the pothos there that we planted against the pole, and ever since it's been in here, and I think I overwatered it when I first transplanted it. You'll see that the leaves have a little bit of marking on them, but I've been keeping it really, really dry and not watering it. I've been watering the pole. I have the self-watering pole, but yeah, it's taken a little while to establish itself. Just in the last couple of weeks, it finally decided to put out a new growth, and there's another leaf starting here, right in there. So it hopefully with the light levels changing, it will start to get a little bit more prolific. And then beside it, we have the Marble Queen. Oh, it's so pretty. This one's going to need a drink very, very soon. The leaves are starting to get a little bit thinner feeling. They're still nice, but I'm starting to feel they're getting a little bit more flimsy. So soon, in the next couple of days, I'll give it a drink. And then we've got the beautiful Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. This one was cuttings that I took from my original plant, and yeah, it's doing well. It looks like it's trying to root into the glass of the shower. I don't know how much I like that, but I will end up putting, I think, suction cup hooks along the thing so that I can hold it upright. I don't know that I want it to root into the glass because I want to be able to take it off to water it if needed. So yeah, and I have this beautiful glass shelf that we put in last fall, before I put all this stuff on here. And then we've got the curly wave bird's nest fern. It's so pretty. Got a leaf that needs to get removed, but that's all right. So I love looking at this one. It's so pretty. I might end up moving this one closer to the window, but it's still kind of cold outside, so I don't want to have things on the window ledge. So soon as spring comes and the temperatures go up, I'll put more stuff on the window ledge. But right now I'm keeping stuff away because I do feel like a cold breeze that comes through there. And I have, what is this one? This one's been on here basically since we moved in. It is a Gasteria, what do they call it? Glow or Flow or something. And it's a lower light succulent. So it just loves this window. It's been there. It doesn't barely get any water. I probably should water it more. It's forgotten. As you can see, I need to remove all kinds of dead leaves under there. But he's doing stuff. He's living. And then the last plant here around the tub, I have this little watering cup that I use to water my moss pole every day. When I come in the washroom, I fill up the pole, and then I have this lovely little heartleaf philodendron, the lemon lime. Oh, it's so pretty. What is it? Philodendron hederaceum, I believe. Lemon lime or something. Can't wait for this one to grow. I keep feeling the leaves to see whether it needs a drink or not. This one's in a fairly chunky mix. I'm not sure whether you can see in there, so this one will need water a little bit more frequently than if it's growing just in basic soil. So I'm really feeling the leaves to see if they're turgid, see if they've got some substance to them. This one is starting to get a little limp, so maybe tomorrow I'll give it a drink. So, and then the last plant that we have in here is this one, and me in the mirror. Look, there's me. It is the money plant. So in the past, I've killed every money plant that I've ever had, and I think that I overwatered it. What is it? Pachura aquatica, I think that's the name. And yeah, it's maybe that's why I had money problems. But now I seem to not. I don't know. Anyway, the trick to this one, I feel, is keeping it more on the dry side. I rarely water this, probably at most once every 2 weeks at most. But it's in a pot without drainage, so I really do. In the drawer, I have a moisture meter, and I really do utilize the moisture meter for this plant. I put it in. I make sure that it says that it's totally dry or almost totally dry, and then I give it a drink. And I don't flood the pot because there's no drainage. So I only give it maybe a cup of water, and then I wait. I wait and wait until the soil says that it's completely dry again. I think this summertime I'm going to put it in a pot that has drainage holes, and I might still utilize this as a cache pot, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me know what I should do. But I really think that I want drainage. That way when it's dry, I can thoroughly water it and then let it dry again. So anyway, let me know what I should do with this this money tree. It seems to be doing just fine, and I'm surprised. And it looks like it has some new leaves growing. I'm sure it would like to be in a brighter spot, but got another new leaf here. I don't know whether you're able to see it against my finger, but yeah, let me know any care tips for the money tree, but it's so beautiful. And yeah, the window, as you can see, is right behind me, and yeah, it's a very bright ambient light. It's not bright by any means. It's not. I wouldn't consider it bright indirect. I would very much consider it lower light. Oh my goodness! I almost forgot to show you this. This is a fun little jar that I got from IKEA. It was $3.99 Canadian, and I put some philodendron Tahiti cuttings in there, and I've layered it with leca beads on the bottom, and then I have the sphagnum moss on the top, and then I have the cuttings all resting on top, and then it's got a beautiful cork top. And so yeah, to keep the humidity in, it looks beautiful, and love it. Love it. From IKEA, I love it. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this tour. Not much to see, but I will be adding to this collection around the tub. this summertime, as I find things that are lower light tolerant, I think I might add some of my sansevierias and maybe a couple of smaller ZZ plants into here because they're so much fun. And yeah, until next time, you guys, happy growing. I'd love to see what you guys are growing in your bathrooms too. It's such a great place to grow, as long as you have windows or supplemental light. So anyway, until next time, you guys, happy growing.